Hey everybody, it's Robin and Red Reviews. It's Eric, and it is Balcones Brimstone is what's on the bar today for review. So as always, I will give you a nose, taste, finish review about this whiskey, chat a little bit about the value, final thoughts and a score, leave you with a malt musing. First and foremost, though, a little bit about Balcones and this Brimstone whiskey. So this is really interesting. This is actually a Texas whiskey, so not a bourbon, not a scotch, anything like that. And it comes out of the Balcones distillery in Waco, Texas, which started distilling in 2009, so relatively new, but they've really made a name for themselves over the last decade or so with a lot of really different interesting whiskeys coming out of there. So this one in particular, Brimstone, is 53% ABV, made with roasted blue corn. Right, and a little bit more about this. So it says here, purification through fire. They actually have the batch name on here and the date it was bottled, which is kind of interesting. Non-chill filtered, also very good. So it says this one-of-a-kind whiskey is smoked with sun-baked Texas scrub oak using our own secret process. The result is a whiskey full of fresh, youthful corn and light fruit notes married with bold smokiness. Whether you like smoky whiskeys or just have a penchant for big new flavors, Brimstone is sure to be a memorable pour. So this is a heavily smoked whiskey, but unlike what you would normally expect with smoky whiskeys, which usually come from the Isla region of Scotland with a lot of peat, this one's coming out of Texas and is using its own method, smoking it with scrub oak. So this is going to be an interesting one as usual. So I will put some of this in the glass here. We'll get started. All right, here we go. That is what you're looking at, really, really dark. There's no age statement on this, so we're not really sure how old it is. Probably not more than 10 years since they just started in 2009, but right away on the nose, this smells like, unlike any other whiskey that you've probably ever had. Really sweet, I want to say, kind of vanilla corn thing going on. But then this very rich, heavy smokiness, which I can only say smells like barbecue. Almost if you've ever had mesquite, smoked mesquite to barbecue anything before, or even had like mesquite chips, it's really similar to that. It's kind of a sweet, smoky, kind of a sharp smokiness. It just smells amazing. It's almost like you walked into a barbecue restaurant. Not really getting any fruitiness that they mentioned. It's really just vanilla, sweet corn, and then this just rich, heavy, peppery barbecue. Yeah, this is like nothing I've ever smelled on a whiskey before. Okay, let's give this a taste. Cheers. Wow, huge flavor. So on the taste here, it is heavy, oily, viscous whiskey, but you just get assaulted with this smoky, again, like it's kind of a salty, sweet barbecue. It's drying, and then you get this kind of caramel vanilla right at the end. I mean, I can't emphasize this enough. It really tastes like you are drinking something that has smoked meat in it or something. It's really strange. Also getting a little bit of I almost want to say a faint hint of like a citrus note in here too, but I need maybe a little bit of apple, but mostly it is just sweet corn and then full on intense, smoky, rich, kind of grill barbecue smokiness. And it's not cloying. It's not like you would think like a barbecue sauce or something where it's kind of this cloying, sticky sweetness. This is more of a dry, like you're burning mesquite chips or burning some type of burning kind of oak or wood on a fire. Really, really good. The finish is medium. You're left with just this kind of drying, again, kind of barbecue, little bit of a sweet caramel vanilla. Again, a little bit of that apple cider kind of thing going on. Yeah, this packs a punch and really super interesting. Let's put a little bit of water on this, folks, just to see what else we get out of the Balcones Brimstone. This is bottled at 53% ABV, like I said, so a little water might bring out a couple other things in here. It just jumps out of the glass. The nose, even with water, is still that heavy mesquite kind of cedar, not really cedar, like wood chips, oak. Just like nothing else. Okay. So with the additional water, it does bring the sweetness up a little bit more. Again, caramel, vanilla, still really prominent here with the water. There's almost like a slight, it's like a bubblegum, juicy fruit kind of taste, but really this is just sweet vanilla, sweet caramel, a little bit of that apple cider, and then just this spicy, oaky kind of barbecue taste. It's just really like nothing I've ever had. Finish is still really drying, but leaves you with just a lot of these kind of spicy notes that are not overpowering on the finish, at least. But this is quite a ride. This is one of the more unique whiskeys I've ever had, for sure. Okay, one more taste here. One more look again here at the bottle of Balcones Brimstone. Kind of a nice bottle. For those interested, yeah, they do, as I mentioned, give you a batch number, date on it. This is February 22nd of 2019. Wow. So it says here it's aged at least 1 day in oak. By law, they have to, it has to be at least one age, I guess. 1 day, but yeah, non-age statement. All right, so a bottle of this is gonna run you $55 to $65 in the United States. Might be a little bit cheaper in Texas. Honestly, I'm not really sure. I think for the quality of this, you know, this could very easily, I'm sure a lot of folks, when they saw this, they were thinking of things like, you know, the Jack Daniel's honey or any of those like cinnamon flavored whiskeys where it's like almost like they've added like a flavoring element to it or something like that. That is not what's going on with this. This is a much higher quality product than one of these cheap flavored whiskeys. So I just want to make sure that's straight. That said, 55 to 65 bucks is a little bit on the pricier side, especially for something this bold and unique. This is not an everyday whiskey for most people. So with that in mind, my score on this is going to be a 3.5 out of 5. And I give you, I mean, I really emphasize, I really recommend that you try this. Whether you find it at a bar or maybe even just throw down the money to grab a bottle if it's at a good price. This is worth it. And I'm really interested to try some of the other stuff Balcones has put together here. Again, not a whiskey you're going to drink every day, but you know, this is a fun change of pace. And if you're into Islay smoky scotches, you might even find this a little bit more interesting than most folks do, just because you're already acclimated to that bold flavor with the spiciness and smokiness. All right, y'all, 3.5 out of 5. That's what I'm giving the Balcones Brimstone. I'll kick you over to your malt musing. We will catch you next time here on Rabbit and Red Reviews. Cheers, everybody.